So all in favor of accepting the minutes from March 11th, please say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. It's unanimous. All right, now we got a couple minutes before we start the public hearing.
Was that email, Alan, the 268, was that the old restaurant site I'm thinking of?
It is.
Okay.
It is. That's just for our information, what the housing committee is doing.
Yep.
We have to remember to report trust expenditures on the form to the state that we report our expenditures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the money was transferred there, but when there is a project, it needs to show up on the state database. So they,
CP3 or whatever it is?
yeah, the CP3, very good. You're getting there.
Is Jess still filling those out
Yeah, yes,
with your help? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
that one she doesn't need a lot of help on. Is once you've got the applications, then you mostly just fill in the application data, but
Okay. Who made snowmen yesterday? Anybody?
I'm sorry.
Oh, made snowball. I threw snowballs at the Jamaicans while they were taking pictures of the snow. They're not used to seeing it.
I heard up in southern Vermont they got 6 inches,
Oh my God.
Wow.
but it's all gone today.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, they must have had a good time with that.
Yeah, they really do. They send it back, and I guess back home, a lot of people have never seen snow. So it's pretty cool.
My grandmother used to call it poor man's fertilizer.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
right. All right, I got 505. I will now bring the public hearing to order. We will be discussing the 3 applications for funding that we received. The first one is from Whately PTO. They are asking for $120,292.51 to both replace and add new equipment. Is that right, Colette? You're replacing
Yep.
some things and adding some new things.
Yep.
To the playground at the elementary school on Long Plain Road. I think you've all received Colette's email on what they figure they're saving on installation charges, which comes to a whopping $20,910.
It's more than that, actually.
That's just one of the 2, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That was one. Let's see. The installation for one is $20,910.
Mhm.
The installation for another is 13,667. And those are the 2 biggest ones. I didn't even bother getting an installation cost from the other ones because the pieces are smaller things. Those are the 2 biggest ones.
You think that might add up to something like a couple $100 for the other 2?
I would guess it would probably be a few thousand just based off of what this cost was. They were harder to communicate with, so I didn't
Yeah.
go
Well,
down that rabbit hole.
was thinking what we need to do is add, but after this meeting, we add that to the total project cost,
Sure.
which is what goes to, so we have it. for
Yeah, I
total-
can absolutely go to every
no,
single
I-
company and ask them, but this was a,
I think a rough estimate for that.
Okay.
When it's in kind.
yeah. I would, just as like a ballpark guess, I would probably say 5,000. Just because there's multiple other pieces. So if we add, even $1,000 for one
Okay.
part.
Fine. Is that okay with you, Al?
That's fine. That's fine. I'll bring it up around $40,000. Which is a great number. And townspeople would be happy to see that.
Yeah.
At town meeting. Absolutely. Does there's nobody here from the public except for Colette, and she's biased. Anybody else got any
Well,
questions? Huh?
Gwen's, Gwen's kind of public.
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of.
Kinda.
Yeah. It's also, I feel like, a conflict because I'm the one also part of the town, right? I don't know.
No, you shouldn't. If you got any questions, comments, you should ask them. Just like we do.
Well, I asked you what I was just asking what specific ones were getting changed, and you said the dome, right? It was
The
the dome
dome
and
is
the swing
leaving, right?
set.
You're getting a new dome?
Yeah,
TBD on if we get rid of the dome or we just add an additional structure. Chrissy Curtin would really love to get rid of the dome, but it also is one of the most used things.
Yeah.
So not sure on that
Yeah.
one. The things that would be getting rid of are, there's two like springy, it's a horse and a duck. Those would be leaving. There's a tunnel that's broken. That would be leaving. The current playground has a couple chin-up bars and then like the little zip line thing, but none of the kids who want to use the zip line can reach the zip line. There's no platforms for it. So we would be capping off the existing structure where the chin-up bars begin. And then it would be a standalone structure that has two chin-up bars, two sets of monkey bars, and then a zip line that has two platforms on either end. So kids would be able to actually use it. And then we would be replacing the swing set, right? Or just the swings. Right now it's two separate structures, and we would get one big one and then replace all the swings. Two of them would become sort of fancy swings. If you've been to the Conway playground, they have like a little nest swing that kids really love to sit in. And then they have another swing that's like, it makes me think of a teeter-totter. You can have a child stand on either side and they can go back and forth, or it can be used by one.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, I grew up on that playground, so I remember like certain things, and with my kids, I bring them there often. So yeah, the turtle is old. That was when I was in school. That turtle was installed. So
Yeah.
that's
And kids
funny.
love it. It just, someone must have nicked it with a piece of equipment that one of the supports is bent on it. So it's still structurally sound, but one of those things that like, you don't really want to see it become unsound.
I just have one question. It says that
Yeah.
they were adding a gate to the fire road. What part is
Yes.
that? Is that like the main entrance there, or?
No, so it's called the fire road. I don't know if that's actually its intention, but when you come down the school driveway, there's a dirt road that goes behind the school.
Oh, okay.
And that is immediate access to the playground. The rest of the playground area is fenced and gated, but there's this one spot where it's just an open road. So conceivably somebody could just drive down it.
Okay, I couldn't picture it. I
Only
was
thing
like,
blocking
fire
it is
road. I was like,
orange
where's
construction cones. Yeah. And because we don't have a preschool specific playground, preschool goes over there. And while most children will stay, some of them do like to run. So having a gate there would be a nice
I
safety
just
feature.
need the mental picture. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
They are still going to be doing drop-offs like they do now? Don't they drive through there?
Yep. It would just be
Drop-off.
something that could be closed after drop off is completed.
Okay. Any other questions? All right. What we're going to do, Colette, after the public hearing, we're going to have a regular meeting and we're going to vote send this to the select board for their okay to bring it to town meeting. And we also got to vote on what buckets the money is going to be coming out of.
Okay.
I'm assuming that everything's fine.
Okay.
There's no public against this right now. And I know from previous talks that the committee is happy with the project.
Great.
So,
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
all right. I can give you email later. I'll let you know for sure, but
Yeah, that sounds great.
okay.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Colette.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Second project is the Galunka APR on number 6 State Road for $8,100. For those of you who didn't hear what last meeting, Hatfield is planning on pushing up. They'll take applications for CPA projects most any time. They like to do it for November. That way it goes to their annual town meeting also, but they will take, like we do, time-sensitive applications. Regardless, it's about a 40%, 60%, 40% of the land is in Whately, 60% is in Hatfield. So of the total money, $8,100, 40% is for, not the $8,100. Excuse me.
Yeah, it is.
The $405,000. So 40% of that is the 162,000. And
No.
5%. I'm just
Oh, I'm
reading,
sorry. I'm sorry. You're doing the total.
yeah. And 5% of that would be $8,100. Regardless of what Hatfield does, we can still go ahead and do this if we want to. Any questions? Okay. And the third project is the Olszewski APR at 261 River Road. That's for 11,750, which is 5% of the total cost, which is $235,000. And this is land across the street from Early Park. Okay? Anybody got any questions, comments for the public hearing? If not, I close the public hearing. And close it at 5:15, Glenn.
That's one of the longest we've ever had.
I'm talking a little slow. All right. Let's start with the Olszewski APR. All in favor of, I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion that we send the Olszewski APR for $11,750 to the select board for their approval to put on the town warrant.
To come out of the open space
I should
bucket.
say Andrew, choose the
Thank you.
buckets.
I'll second.
Any comments, questions? All right, all in favor? Oh, we should probably do a roll call. Me, yes. Andrew,
Yes.
Monty,
Aye.
yes. And Laura, we
I have a-
are voting.
Yep, I have a quick question. Do you want to do roll call for our acceptance of the motion? Correct?
Say that again, please.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, I just want to, I work for the U.S. Department of Agriculture Farm Service Agency, and I'm still waiting to hear back from my ethics people on if there's any concerns. So I'm going to recuse myself for now on APR because that is a little close to home. I don't foresee them having a problem, but until I hear back, I just don't want to get myself into any hot water.
course.
So I'm gonna recuse on this one, but
Okay,
still tune in. Thanks.
okay. Sarah
Yes.
and Judy,
Yes,
it's unanimous to send the Oshesky APR to the select board to be put on the warrant at the annual town meeting. The second one, I'll make a motion that, where's this going out of, Judy? The $8,100? Open space again?
yeah,
I'll make a motion that we send the Galunka APR for $8,100, which will be coming out of the open space bucket to the select board for them to put on the warrant for the annual town meeting. Is that a second, Sarah?
Yes.
I thought it was. Any comments, questions? All right. Me, yes. Andrew,
Yes.
Monty,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Judy,
yes.
and Laura again is recusing herself on this APR. I'm curious what they'll say, Laura, because we're all represent different parts of, like, the house, Monty's on the housing committee, and she gets to vote about housing stuff.
Yeah, I don't, well, it's not, so I'm on the planning board. So I'm like here acting, I guess, as a planning board representative, and my ethics people at work did clear me for participating in most everything for the planning board. There's only been a couple items I've recused myself from, but I just want to make sure I'm not going to have
course.
any potential conflicts with my paying job for my volunteer service.
Understood. The third project, Whately Elementary Playground update. What buckets are we looking at for this, Judy?
I think we are looking, if my math is right, 23,866 from open space and the remainder from the fund balance.
Dun, dun, dun. The remainder is $96,426.51, which will be coming out of the fund balance. Hey. All right, so I'm going to make a motion that we submit to the Whately Select Board this project from the Whately Elementary Playground update for $120,292.51, of which $23,866 will be coming out of the open space bucket, and $96,426.51 would be coming out of the fund balance. And I should amend this. This is up to 120,292.51.
Second?
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion? All right, I say yes. Andy,
Yes.
Monty,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
and Judy.
Yes,
Excellent, unanimous. And that concludes this year's projects. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Approval of the CPC plan. We had, Judy sent it to all of us last month at the end of the meeting last month. I believe it has everything that we asked, the housing committee updated. The recreation committee updated. Historical didn't have any updates to do. They did it the year before. And Judy put it all together and it looks fine to me. Any comments or questions from you guys? Will someone make a motion to accept the 2026 CPC plan, please?
I move that we accept the 2026 CPC plan.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Monty, second by Andrew, that we accept the 2026 CPC plan as written. Any comments, questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. Approved unanimously. Did everybody get a chance to look at the returning monies to the different buckets?
I think we voted those last time, didn't we?
We did, but you got this nice little handout you gave to us. It's very, so now if there's any questions at all, which I don't think there would be. Yeah, well, it has been voted and it'll be on the town warrant.
Yeah, I sent it to Pete, so.
Right. No, I just. And one other thing I had is, just as long as everybody's looking, I sent out what the housing committee is doing with DeMayo's with a feasibility study. And it's just for your information. They'll be doing some work down at the DeMayo property on 5 and 10 to see if it's possible to do some housing there, affordable housing. So time will tell. The money's coming out of the trust. They have somewhere around $120,000 in the trust that came from CPA. That's all I have on that.
Monty, who's doing that for Berkshire Design? Do you know?
Which person from Berkshire Design?
Yeah.
I don't know. We've communicated with Chamberland, but I don't know who's doing the work.
Okay. He's exceptionally, he's the best of the bunch that I've dealt with, but he's head of things now, so he doesn't do as many projects.
All right. Anybody got anything else they'd like to add? Okay. I don't think we need to have a meeting in May. Town meeting is in June, early June. I can't remember the date.
I want to say the
I think
second.
it's June 2nd. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2nd, June 2nd.
Okay. All right.
Very early June.
Feel free to attend when I email Colette on what our decision was. I will ask her to attend the meeting in case there's any questions from the public at the town meeting. We try to have the applicants answer any questions that come up at town meeting rather than the CPA, because it's applicants that are actually asking for the money. Second Tuesday in June, any off-cycle applications are due. If we do get any, I will let you know. We'll have to have a meeting. Other than that, if we don't have any off-cycle applications, I don't see us meeting again until about October. How about that? All right. So I'll let you know what's happening in June. We're not meeting in May. Everybody have a good rest of the spring and maybe the whole summer. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye.